woke up feeling rushed today for some reason, and that's real uncommon with me. Maybe even feelings of like guilt. And it's weird for me to talk about my feelings, but I might as well just go ahead and do it. I live a life that I make no excuses for, in being successful and being single for 10 years and being retired and living alone in a variety of different settings, whether I'm just alone and we're learning here on the land or enjoying ourselves or living. We've lived that way, and we've also lived in service of other people for many years. The one thing that I've always taken solace in is I'm happy and I'm free and I'm go-lucky, and I feel that anything is possible. So I noticed today I was dragging, and I thought, why am I dragging? Do you guys have little check yourself things that you do? I know I do. Sometimes as a guy it takes me a while to figure them out though. I just wasn't feeling quite right, so I thought, what's the deal? So I did a little temperature check with myself, and I thought, I'm not feeling successful in work on the shop. But you know, I started that shop, I dropped that video because I really wanted to go out there and hustle and do some work and everything, but I dropped that video and I titled it the 28-day shop challenge. See, and I doubled it. I'm still gonna probably come close to making it, but I realized the reason that I'm not feeling centered is that I started that project having other projects undone, and I can't work on it with a single mind because in my mind all sorts of little things were holding me up, and part of them was getting all this technology. I don't know if you guys realize how low tech I am. I went to the Apple store, not the Apple store, the AT&T store, when I got this new iPhone 11. Now I had an iPhone 6. I guess you could call me Stone Age. When I was sitting there with her, she asked me if I wanted to have all my stuff transferred from one phone to the next, and I was like, yeah, you can do that? She's like, yeah. So she went back and did it, and then she gave me my phone, and they'd already put a new OtterBox in it, and this is quite a bit similar to the other one. Actually, the iPhone 6 is a little bit bigger screen. So they gave it back to me, and I thought it was my own phone because it had my screen, like little saver on it or whatever, and all my icons were in the same place. Turns out it was a new phone. They've been able to do that for some time now, apparently. So I am learning to come into the technological world, and that's what's happened with probably this last week. I ordered all this tech, and I got it, and I've had to figure out how to use it. I got my computer up and all updated and everything, and what a beast this thing is. This thing is, I got it on eBay for 300 bucks, and that included the wireless keyboard that I think is going to work eventually once I figure out how to set it up. And I got that great drone for a great deal. I think I paid $780. A few people have asked me. I know that they're quite a bit more expensive when they're brand new, but what I found in my own experience is that the drone appears new. There's no problem. There was not even a scuff on it. And what I really liked about purchasing it on eBay is that I got a lot of stuff that doesn't come with a basic package, like that crazy case of mine. It probably cost a few $100s, and it's invaluable. I wouldn't have known to get that, so I might have damaged the drone in the process, or if I bought a case not having ever used a drone, I wouldn't know. This thing is perfect. It's waterproof. I can strap it to my four-wheeler and get going. And if you guys have been following me for a while, you'll look back on some of those videos and you'll see sometimes I get stuck. Sometimes I get buried in the mud. Sometimes I get sunk. I live hard. So that is going to be invaluable to me. It also came with 5 batteries, and each one of those batteries cost $100 bucks. I think a normal drone, when you buy it, only comes with 1 battery or something. So that is super cool. Now it came with something it didn't come with something that I needed, which is the multiple battery charger, but that's only 38 bucks. I basically got everything I need, and it turns out I already had a tablet. I didn't realize that flying with the tablet made it quite a bit better. So I've got that, and I have this computer. The computer, look at me. I don't even know what anything is. This Canon camera. It has all sorts of funky features on it, and one thing that I really like is it has this automatic zoom. Not an automatic zoom, but it's a mechanical zoom, and it works with this USM 18 to 135. See, it does this, and it does it fluidly, and it can do it fast or far or whatever else it is, and I think that's going to make the shots a lot better. So I've really enjoyed working with it, and it's taken me a lot of time, and I'm going out and experimenting with a lot of things. I have a video to edit, a bunch of footage that I got yesterday, and I think I've got bald eagles, definitely flying, and I think fishing. So I set that thing up over here on my cliff, and of course you'll see footage here in a minute. Hold on, I gotta switch this white balance. See, that's the one thing you gotta do, is you've got to always be switching your white balance. I couldn't see my face over here, it was too dark, so I had to lighten it, and then over there I gotta darken it so it comes out clearer. See, if I put it back to where my face is gonna be over here, it just kind of lightens up a little bit. Look at me goofing around, saying even square. So that is what I've been doing, and I think that I felt guilty that I had given my words that I was going to work on this shop, and I wanted to show you things on YouTube, but I don't know, I just didn't get them done. So you'll have to let me know if this picture is a lot more amazing. It seems like it is. And we've been getting some amazing photography. If you don't follow us on Instagram, you ought to, because, oh man, I've been putting some great pictures on there of this dog and of all of our adventures. In stopping giving myself a bunch of deadlines, it allows me to be more free, and it allows me to probably work harder, because when you work out of happiness and love and gratitude, you get more done. When you're feeling guilty and you're thinking about all the stuff that you haven't done, then you're not existing here, you're existing in the past. I like to live in the present, and I like to live. Got some beautiful fish to clean. We did really well. We caught 2 limits by around 11 o'clock. We got a couple of little ones, what, four little ones, and then maybe 6 pretty good sized ones. They were fun to catch. We had a blast. It was so beautiful out there. I'm gonna get these guys cleaned up, and the scraps are going to the eagles across there. I'm gonna hopefully make a good photo opportunity with these yummy trouts. So I wish you could clean these. Can you clean these? Please? Just clean the trout. Just clean the trout. So I guess I have a colony of geese in that cove too. The eagles are tucked a little bit further up, but looks like those geese may end up getting the fish catch unless I take it down there at sunset. The eagles. So that's all the fillets that I got. All I do is I rinse it real good, and then my friend Josh told me something that I guess I never really thought about. You want to make sure that before you freeze it with water. Of course, it's rinsed out, but you want to put water in, and that'll prevent freezer burn. I like this candle. It's called Salted Caramel. Seems to go with guy smells pretty good. I don't know if guys ever considered candles, but I really like them. That goes really well covering up cigar smoke in the house, What else? Dog smells. Onions. I cut up an onion right before I went to bed last night for some reason. A little rainy today. Decided to go exploring. Come on. The cave's over there. Either way you look at it, there's nowhere to go but up. Might as well get it done. Here, Delta, here. Why don't you want to be over here? Ain't out of breath. Oh. Yeah. Beautiful. Dang, we're up high, girl. Some face. The weather says the rain ought to be just about done. Your dog senses say. That's what I'm gonna do. Look at that. I think people have been coming here for a while, Delta. What do you think? Ooh. Apparently I'm up higher than... Whoa! Hey Delta, we're up a lot higher than we thought. Found a new place to go rappelling. Whoa! Hey! This is epic! Why didn't you tell me how cool it is? Come here! So, we've got a place that was a fantastic, amazing lookout. And I have an Indian dwelling. Imagine this be a good place for a lot of things. Oh, there's another ridge back there. And explore that. It's funny how it looks so flat here, but you're on the edge. There's a rock face that's very high. Get on here and see how high it is. Whoa. Alright, that's our dwelling, sweetie. What do you see? You see anything? Oh, look at this. Another. Hey, don't run away. I've seen that look before. I'll hold on right here. Whoa! Alright, you guys like this. It's soft. Goes up quite a ways, probably maybe 100 feet from the very bottom right here. Okay, now you're going to get a kick out of this. Look at what I'm looking at. Huh. Well, very interesting. Look at the face of that magnificent cliff. American things. What's the deal? Well, easy evidence of fire back there. Oh, that's somehow buried in here and really solid. Oh, man. Sort of ledge that is built in here. It's very solid. Did you bring your leaf blower, Delta? What do we find here? Way back in there. Likely all this stuff was scattered. Animals. It's definitely sheltered in here. It's really windy outside, but not here. Okay, you're not helping. Ooh. So this is part of the ground. You can't hardly move it. No even in this. Look, hey, don't steal that stick. Look at that one. My father first showed me Indian relics in New Mexico, where he grew up, and he taught me how to hunt beavers. If you see beaver sign, it's the best evidence that there's no human activity. Oh, look at that. Aw. Okay, so on my property, I have some twisted trees. That's not naturally occurring. It's a sign. If it were me, I would have done that for the woman that I loved. Or I would have done that for myself and God. Clay for making pots. Oh, some of these beautiful colors. Naturally occurring. Naturally occurring. Hey Delta, find me the garbage dump. Find me the place where all the refuse was put. Find me the place that the woman would work and the man would fish. Find me that place, Delta. There you go. Notice I put it right back where I got it. I hate seeing this, the level of the lake and the amount of trash that we put on this earth. Talk about the weight of the world resting on you. That's a big one. It's been there for a while. Why didn't you tell me there was another place over here, Delta? Yeah. I've been seeking on my land for most of the day, and I discovered some new and very interesting caves. This isn't necessarily a cave, but certainly would have been used. Judging from the other structure over there, I could have seen how this would have made the same sort of wall. Of course, you know, Only you know, Rock. He's told me. Many fires right here. Oh, the sand is so fine. Find me something. It'd be uncommon to find pottery in a area that was used as a fire pit. But you can see how over time nothing really changes. There's no erosion here, and it's still dry, probably as it was when the Osage were here. Yep, just like over there. Complex of caves, apparently. I took my sweatshirt off. I got hot from climbing that other deal, and now that cold wind is blowing. I gotta get up here. You can see how this would cause a man to fall. Prudent thing. Get down. The community here in the Indian cave, that's about 4 miles from my land, are markings and hieroglyphs of the ancient people. And in the early 1500s, the Spanish explorer Hernando de Soto traveled up the Mississippi, entered Arkansas, look at you. What are you doing? Boy, great place to sit. Hey, is the boat floated off, Delta? I wouldn't hesitate to call this place paradise. Okay, another huge rock outcropping. I'm gonna have to go around this way to stay on the top. I sure don't want to have to climb up again. Ooh. When you're hiking on the edge, you have to be careful. Jeez. I'm just trying to get down and I keep finding caves. I'm not sure about these. Animals like them. Holy cow. Twisted wood. Hey, Delta, come here. You first. Go, Shepherd. Naturally occurring phenomenon here. Another very dark cave. The dark usually indicates fire. This is the same way the terrain does at my property. It has distinct shelves of land. Osage were the last of the Indians here to be relocated. They started with treaties in 1805 with the government, and ending in 1825. This is the farthest edge of the Osage Nation, and that way, in a place called Crossroads, town's now Drasco, is the immediate corner of the area that the Cherokees were first settled east of the Mississippi. They were along that dividing line, east and west, and it went west all the way to Fort Smith and then bordered the river there, and it went down, I believe, to the Arkansas River. I'm not positive. That was the Cherokee range until they were finally confined to Oklahoma. So just several miles away there were Cherokee. Very interesting. I see this a lot. This is interesting. So this has always been a big river, and the area has always been subject to flood, but this is high. That's something special. Huh. What's going on? Huh. Holy cow. Hi, Delta. This is interesting. Not the time to get a little bit lightheaded, but I am. There are cracks in between some of mine that do this, so I'm being really careful right now. I need to go that way. Is there a slide? Is there a slide? Show me the way to go, Shepherd. Everything. It's wanting a winter home. So I've never been over here, but judging on the other large rock outcroppings Makes me wonder if there's a place under here. Look at that tree right on the edge. Oh Lord. You see how I can get lost? I have a boat, which means it can take me to areas to explore in a four-wheeler. My feet, I just marvel. At its beauty. I just pulled into here. Strong. No, I will say that that's the largest freshwater mussel I've ever seen. Let's see, any tool marks? I don't see any tool marks. It's around the corner, Delta. I have an elaborate system of trail trees on my property. Day stars, the Cherokees call them. I don't know what the Osage call them. I'm on Osage ground. That's a good sleeping cave. Here! Here! Weird dog. Huh. Looky here, looky here. That's where our beavers are, probably. I have beavers in my... That's a big one. I have beavers in my cove. I love them. If you really sneak up on them, they won't see you. Their ears. Hearing probably not that great. It's underwater a lot. And as soon as they discover your presence, flap their tail. Make this big splat sound. Interesting. Lots of littles living here. Ha 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 ha. Here we go. Here we go. Ha 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 ha. You know what this is? Mortar. Mortar. Oh, let me find some hieroglyphs. Let us find some hieroglyphs. Fossilized wood. Those of you who have ever done this will know what has been found. Anybody else notice a pattern for the people that dwelled here? Of course, I left a flashlight in my backpack. Oh, yes. It's just an ancient form of mortar. Same stone stacked up. Oh, hardly move this one. This mortar's been placed all the way back in here. Likely an oven was here and a great deal of cooking was done for more than a family, possibly the community. Same people. I don't notice any carvings. This is something that needs to be taken. Well, it's a long haul. Cooking would be done in a central area, you would think. Central to what? It's also dry. This outcropping is, okay, we can measure it from where I can stand. Probably about 12 feet out here. You can see how dry it is. This isn't this year's leaves. Cave. This has an outline along here. I wonder how high it was. Some strong wind. Likely naturally occurred here for a long time, and if this maintained the same contours as it does, so I marked this with a sonar when I fish here, and straight out like that. This is a place where Native Americans would apply a fish trap with sticks that narrows and allows the fish to swim through, and they put the bait back here. And the catfish couldn't swim back through. If you haven't ever made one of those, you ought to look it up. They're fun to make, especially when you go on a camping trip with your kid and you can catch dinner that way. There's a bunch of pottery. Ooh, that's a good piece. Yeah, that's a good piece. Still not what I'm looking for, Delta. It's bright. There you can see. I don't notice that color around here very often. The edge of a bowl. Pomegranates. Deer love these. So on my ground, I have a lot of pomegranates. I believe that were either planted or encouraged to thrive there by the Native Americans. Deer are attracted to these like magnets. Sweet, delicious treat for them. In my place, there are all these herb bushes. I don't even know what they are. I need to get with somebody that knows that kind of stuff. Likely the best pottery is in here, because this was a mid-range. This was the bottom. Maybe I'll scuba dive in here. It's clear enough. It's a great idea. I will scuba dive in here. I'll be looking for the pottery at the bottom. Gotta be careful not to mix the history around here because it was distinct. There weren't even accounts of this area before the Louisiana Purchase in 1803, I guess. People feared the Osage. The historical accounts that I've read from Lewis and Clark's expedition and others was that they stood, the average brave stood 6 foot tall, and the largest one ever measured was 6'6". They were feared. Their adversaries. There's a rock over here that I suspected had been painted. It appears to be paint. Not sure. Let's see if it matches. Well, I haven't seen my boat floating by. That's a blessing. It's a good thing living on the river. I haven't heard a person since I was down here. Well, couldn't think of it, other than me. I haven't heard a person all day. Look at all the shells in there. Coyotes. Seems to be a fairly sizable pack down there. It's funny how they like to poop on the rocks. Why don't you take a dump here, Delta? Mark your territory. I don't even have to pee. She chases the deer and makes a lot of noise with her barking, and the coyotes start their yapping. She's never been challenged. Okay. That's weird. Anybody knows what that is, let me know. Kind of looks... I'm not going to taste it. Ooh, that's good. That's good pottery. Smooth. Oh, the water feels so nice. So, it's a mystery right there. You dogs, you canine types will do anything. Oh, more pomegranates. There we go. And the coyotes know where to hunt. Do you? I know somebody's gonna ask and I'll say no. I'm not worried about snakes. And I haven't seen any. If I have any people that have Osage origin and lineage, get a hold of me, and if we hit it off, I'll show you these places. They're yours. You should also know that I have a friend whose father is prominent in the Osage Nation, and when I discovered many of my things, I offered for them to come and do any excavations they wish to do. And a leaf or something. I don't know. It's too thin to reckon. Oh, we already been here? Lots of fine small pieces. Ooh, that's a good one. I haven't found a lot of round things. I usually find pieces of bowls, so those are a treat to find. Oop. Well, homegirl, I didn't find any super duper amazing discoveries. Hey, you've been patient though. I'd like to throw the stick for you. I need to go down the river and feed my eagles. Come on, Chicken Little. Hop! Get on the boat. See, this is my kind of day. I love it. Four bald eagles. Bald eagles and lowens. I am going to deposit my trout from yesterday. I don't always do this, but I love the bald eagles. Here, I'm looking at 12 more. I know I have some that nest across this way, and they just nest all in here. So I got fast food for tonight. I haven't seen any vultures, so I'm gonna hope against them eating this dinner of trout. Does anybody else know what that is? Oh, that's that yucky, weird, gummy stuff. No, get away from that. It's all balled up on all these trees. I don't know what the heck that is. Same stuff that I found downstream. Oh, beautiful. They're gonna float away. This thing's breaking whitecaps out in the channel when I was coming in. Alright, give us a show. Give us a show, Mrs. Eagle. That's ridge soaring. Let's get close. Closer and closer. Hey, you're gonna come down, aren't you? It's gonna lie. You can hop if you want. You're gonna run along the side. Not picking you up for a while. If I crash. They're just ridge soaring. As the wind comes right through here, it lifts up on that ridge. It's a natural lift. That's why I like the canyon so much. So blessed. Love birds. Big birds. Big birds! What do you think about birds? Bird, bird, bird is the word. Oh, the bird. Dang, you're a pretty dog. You are a beautiful shepherd. Do you realize how beautiful you are? If you could see you in my camera view, you would know, oh, how beautiful you are and wonderful. Did you have a nice day today? Oh, we had a good time. We explored our land. We explored some new Indian caves. Found some new Indian caves. Found some other new Indian caves. Oh my, what? It's the most I've ever seen. God, this isn't focused. Right? We got a show on our hands. These guys. Okay, so the vultures usually let me get close. They're making their dips right here. They fly all the way down. Glide, glide, glide. Oh, that guy landed. Okay, Jesus. I've never seen this amount Autofocus, it says. Pretty amazing, right? See this stuff every day. Especially out here. Bad day. It's starting to get cold, girl. You getting cold? I am. Man, I don't wanna not watch these guys. Look at these guys. Come on, somebody give me a low pass. Low pass, guys. Low pass. Come here. Vibe. Oh my goodness. We're about to see a crane. Well, look who else we have here. Beautiful crane. It's a big one. Still got all this soaring going on up here. Holy cow. Did you see that big old crane? That's a big old crane. A lot of stuff out here, girl. Well, all good things must come to an end. Lord, help us start this engine. Thank you. Oh. You getting cold? I'm getting cold. Thanks for tuning in to watch German Shepherd Ranch and coming out with us to do some exploring. It's the 23rd of October. I guess summer's over. Dang it. Only one up there. What a life. Okay, this is your last swim of the day. Would you like a big swim? Would you like to hop? Do you want to hop? Go ahead. Last swim of the day. It's the equivalent of me throwing you a stick. Oh, look. Ooh, good jump. That was sweet. Can I get a redo? You're pretty awesome, Delta. You know that? You are pretty awesome. They're still up there soaring. Ooh. Coming in hot. I think you're going to have awesome puppies, Delta. They're half as brave as you are.